May 12th and 13th, Thursday and Friday, here comes the weekend. The sun is in Taurus and the moon is in Leo. They are 90 degrees apart. Let's move Taurus down. The sun is in Taurus and the moon is in Leo. They're 90 degrees apart. Now, for those of you who've been watching my videos, you know that when there are two planets called the sun and moon that are at a 90-degree angle, we call it a square. And it means there's a challenge. So Taurus, as you may discover, since we've been talking about Taurus, they're very quiet and reserved. They'll talk when there's a reason, but they tend to be nonverbal or more practical, and they're not show-offs. They're very humble. I always say that Taurus was a Buddha. Buddha was a Taurus. Mercury is still retrograde. Buddha was a Taurus. Very calm, all about non-attachment, not having an ego. But Leo is quite the opposite. They're all about entertainment and being show-offs and having life force and being able to go out in the day and be all excited and loud and enthusiastic. Taurus, like, be quiet. You're so loud. What is the problem with you? So internally, when someone's born with a sun square moon aspect, it indicates to the astrologer that there's some part of their life, or as a child, where they had tension. And you know how you meet some people and you immediately go, wow, that person is so comfortable to be around. And other people, you meet them and you go, oh my God, they've had the hardest life. That would be a sun square moon. So you can go look on your chart. This is the gift of getting your reading done. That's why I do readings and why I have a whole bunch of students who study with me. If you want to study astrology, on my website, Deborah Silverman Astrology, you click on Learn. And you'll see there's a course that I'm teaching. It's starting in the fall. And it's all about this, like identifying what this lifetime's asked of you. So for some of you, just think about it. There's someone in your life that has the hardest life. Like, you think about what they've had to go through, whether it's illness or whether it's challenges or they didn't have kids or they had too many kids or money. And then there's some people you meet once in a blue moon, so to speak, that are just having the easiest life. That would not be what's going on today. And as you probably remember, there's this T-square between these planets that are going on right now with Saturn and Mars in Sag and then Virgo and Pisces, and they're releasing in Gemini. So if someone had the T-square of their sun and moon, just the square, that's one leg of a square, 90 degrees. But a T-square is when there's three planets involved. So that's another T-square and a square. During these 2 days, you might notice a little bit of tension, especially if you're a Taurus, a Leo, an Aquarius, or a Scorpio. That was a lot of information in a short little video by Deborah Silverman, brought to you by Astrology Answers. The short answer is, if there's tension, move through it, because Leo's asking you to, like, dress up and enjoy yourself. And that no air in the chart, little Gemini, asked me to tell you, can you guys just start talking amongst yourselves now? I'm done with all this talking. I am here to tell you that I'm about to do book signings. I'm going to give you 3 different cities that I'm going to, so grab your pen. So the first one that I land in is I'm going to New York City on May 12th. And I'm going to be there doing a public presentation. It's $25 at the door. And I'm going to have all of you fill out your personality test so I can work with your charts right then in front of me. And I'm going to do book signings. So the name of the bookstore is Namaste. And the address is 2 West 14th. And it's at 6 to 8 on May 12th in New York City. So if you're anywhere in New York City on May 12th and you want to come meet Deborah Silverman in person, I will be there in the evening. Second city that I'm going to right after is going to be Seattle, where I'm going to be at the East West Bookstore on May 14th. And that's from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And again, it's $25. You're going to come in with a personality test, and we're going to have a little exchange. You're going to get to learn about your personality test. And again, I'm going to sign books and sell books called The Missing Element, brought to you by Deborah Silverman. And the last city that I'm going to at this point is Vancouver, where I spent many years. I'm going to be at the Indigo Bookstore at I'm going to be at the Indigo Bookstore at 810 Granville Street, that's the address, between 11 and 2 on May 18th. So first comes New York City, May 12th, then comes Seattle, May 14th, and then comes Vancouver, May 18th. And if you're interested, you can write to silvermansupport@gmail.com, and we'll give you information about all of this in detail. However, all you got to do is just make an appearance. I'm going to sign a book for you, and we're going to meet each other. How exciting is that? That I get to play my game called I Wrote a Book, and you get to play, really? I'm so interested.